Welcome to my channel Chamundeshwari Competitive Classes. In the last videos, we discussed about RBI history and SBI history. Both the topics included in a concept called Indian banking history or milestones of banking. Along with those concepts, we will also discuss regarding history of banking year-wise. Okay, let us see the first year when the banking evolution started is 1770. So 1770 is the first year. Then the question related to this year is, what was the first bank established in India? What was the first bank established in India? Answer is Bank of Hindustan. Bank of Hindustan. It was established in the year 1770 and it failed its operations in the year 1832. Failed in the year 1832. So what was the chances of asking this question is first bank established in India. What was that? Bank of Hindustan, established year 1770, failed year 1832. Either they can say failed or we can say like operations got closed in the year 1832. Okay, next year is 1803. Establishment of Presidency Bank of Kolkata, which is renamed in the year 1806, which is Presidency Bank of Bengal, renamed as Presidency Bank of Bengal. And 1840, Presidency Bank of Bombay. 1843, Presidency Bank of Madras. So regarding these Presidency Banks and Imperial Bank of India, I explained in the last video, which is SBI history. Okay, if you need those concepts, you can visit that video. I'll provide the link in description. Okay, the next year of importance is 1865. 1865. What was that? Allahabad Bank. Allahabad Bank. It was established in the year 1865. What is the speciality of this bank is, it was the oldest bank in India still in existence. Oldest bank still in existence, and as well as it was the first joint stock bank in India. First joint stock bank in India. I already explained regarding the terminology of joint stock or joint venture, all these terms in the basic terminology. Okay, so what is Allahabad Bank? It was the oldest bank in India and it was the first joint stock bank in India, established in the year 1865. Next year of importance is 1881. 1881. Establishment of Awadh or Awadh. Awadh Commercial Bank. Establishment of Awadh Commercial Bank was taken place in the year 1881. It was said to be the first limited liability bank. First limited liability bank established by Indian Board of Directors. Established by Indian Board of Directors. Okay, see, and our commercial bank failed its operations in the year 1958. Our commercial bank failed its operations in the year 1958. So it was the first limited liability bank and it was established by Indian Board of Directors. Okay, it was established in the year 1881 and it failed in the year 1958. Okay. Next year of importance is 1894. What was that? Establishment of Punjab National Bank, PNB, Punjab National Bank. At the time of establishment, Punjab National Bank was established at Lahore, Pakistan. At the time of establishment, Punjab National Bank was established at Lahore, Pakistan. Later, the headquarters of Punjab National Bank was shifted to New Delhi after independence. Means after 1947, the headquarters was shifted to where? New Delhi. Okay, and Punjab National Bank is still running its operations. Okay, so what is the importance of Punjab National Bank is this bank was completely managed by Indians. This bank was completely managed by Indians. Okay, let us see, there are three confusing questions here. First bank in India, first bank by complete Indian Board of Directors, and first bank completely managed by Indians. See, everyone will get confused and answer it as a Punjab National Bank, but here there are three questions and three answers. First bank established in India is Bank of Hindustan. First bank established by Indian Board of Directors is Awadh Commercial Bank. First bank completely managed by Indians is Punjab National Bank. Okay, so Bank of Hindustan established in the year 1770. Awadh Commercial Bank established in the year 1881. Punjab National Bank established in the year 1894. Clear up to now? So these are the three important questions from here, and as usual SBI history is also most important. That is the reason why we created a separate topic on that video. So if you need that, I'll provide the link. Next, 1904. In the year 1904, what happened means cooperative banks concept was introduced by Lord Curzon. Okay, cooperative banks concept 1904 was introduced by Lord Curzon. So these cooperative banks will follow Cooperative Societies Act, Banking Regulation Act, as well as Reserve Bank of India's Act. These cooperative banks will follow three acts, three laws. What was that? Cooperative Societies Act, as well as Banking Regulation Act, and as well as RBI Act. Clear? Next, in the year 1906 to 1911, Swadeshi movement occurred. Swadeshi movement taken place. Swadeshi movement taken place in India. Okay, because of this Swadeshi movement, many banks by Indian people got established. Swadeshi movement means what? Our India, our management, our people, means Swadeshi things, all Indian regarding things, right? So at that time, whoever the merchants at that time, whoever the richest persons, what they did is they invested in our India and they established many banking entities. Okay, so this is the moment where lot of banks got established. Okay, next, in the year 1911, 1911 was the establishment of Central Bank of India. 1911 was the establishment of Central Bank of India. Guys, do remember that Central Bank is a different, Central Bank of India is different. Central Bank means what? Reserve Bank of India. Whereas Central Bank of India is a different thing. Clear? Reserve Bank of India is consisted with five names. One is RBI itself, Reserve Bank of India. Second one is Central Bank. Third one is Apex Bank. Fourth one is Bankers Bank. And fifth one is Banker to Government. Okay, we'll understand all these concepts when it comes to RBI topic. Okay, but in detail RBI history I explained how the RBI was evaluated. I explained in the another video. Please see that. Okay, so when it comes to Central Bank of India, it is another bank established in the year 1911. And what is the speciality of this Central Bank of India is it is a pure Swadeshi bank. It is pure Swadeshi bank. Okay, pure Swadeshi bank was Central Bank of India. Next, 1913 to 1917. 1913 to 1917. What happened at that time is because of World War I and World War II, Financial recession occurred in entire world. Okay, financial recession occurred in entire world. Because of that, in India, approximately more than 94 banks got shut down its operations. More than 94 banks closed its operations. Okay. So 1904 is what? Cooperative banks concept was introduced by which person? Lord Curzons. Next 1906 to 1911 what happened? Swadeshi movement in India was taken place. 1911 establishment of Central Bank of India. What was the importance of that? Pure Swadeshi bank it is. Okay. 1913 to 1917 what happened? Because of World War I and World War II, recession, financial recession occurred in entire world. So that more than 94 financial entities in India, means banks in India, was closed in its operations. Okay. Next. (1920) formation of Hilton Young Commission. Formation of Hilton Young Committee or Commission, which is also called by the name Royal Committee or Royal Commission. Okay, John Hilton Young Committee or Royal Commission, which will give a decision that India need a financial entity for the purpose of development, nothing but RBI. I already explained in this in the RBI history. Please see that video. Okay, next 1921. Imperial Bank of India by the merger of Presidency Banks. Imperial Bank of India dated on 27th January. 27th January. Clear? 1926. RBI committee given decision that India need a central bank. India need a central bank. Here I am saying the word central bank. 1911 is Central Bank of India. Both are two different entities. Next, 1927, this decision was placed in the Legislative Assembly, but it got cancelled. But it was not accepted. 1933, again it was replaced and it was get approved. Okay, so 1934 law made on this issue, nothing but RBI Act. 1935 establishment of RBI. Okay, at the time of establishment, RBI situated at Kolkata. Later in the year 1937, RBI headquarters was permanently shifted to Mumbai. Okay, next 1948. 1948. What happened here is government created a law called Transfer of Ownership. Transfer of Ownership Act. Transfer of Ownership Act. And as well as in the same year, IFCI get established. IFCI get established. It was the first financial institution after independence. It was the first financial institution after 1947 independence. Okay. Next, 1949. What happened in this year? Banking Regulation Act 1949 came into existence, as well as what happened? Nationalization of RBI. Nationalization of RBI was also taken place. Okay, nationalization of RBI was taken place as per which act means? As per the Transfer of Ownership Act 1948. Okay, next, in the year 1952, what happened? A.D. Gorwala Committee was formed to rename Imperial Bank of India to State Bank of India. A.D. Gorwala Committee was formed in the year 1952 to rename Imperial Bank of India to State Bank of India. In the year 1955, State Bank of India was established. And in the year 1956, State Bank of India got nationalized. 1959, State Bank of India was, 1959, State Bank of India formed its State Bank of India's Associate Act. Okay. So, up to this we discussed in last video as well regarding the SBI history and RBI history, and some of the banking milestones was discussed in the today's session. Okay. In the next session, we will discuss about what is the importance of nationalization, how many banks got nationalized, for the purpose of nationalization, how much NDTL will be required by banks, what is the meaning of NDTL, and some other milestones we will discuss in the next class. Okay, I hope you understood today's concept. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon to get notifications, and if you need any more topics for the purpose of understanding, drop me a comment. Thanks for watching.